Hello and welcome to Irondice mode Riodon 6. How
Yeah.
is my favorite player in the whole wide world doing today?
I guess that would be me.
Do you think it's you? I don't know. Maybe that's
I
me
mean,
asking Timmy, and I want you to tell me how Timmy's doing today.
yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking. I think it's probably that it is actually me, but you wouldn't actually admit it because you're Sundere about it.
But then I still said it.
But regardless, yeah, you did say it, so that throws a bit of a wrench into that plan.
Yeah, yeah.
But regardless, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
I have a good weekend.
Uh, it's been chill. I've been sleeping. That's about it.
That's a good weekend in my book. Um,
Yeah.
that is a great
I
weekend.
sleep until like 12 on days I don't have any work
Ugh.
because I don't sleep that much on the days that when I do work.
I actually work early tomorrow, which is like the first time I work early on a Monday in about 4 months. I keep getting late Mondays, but I finally have an early Monday, and I'm not happy about it.
I don't work early. I start at 12.
Even my late days, I start at 10, so start at 12 would be nice. Anyway,
I mean,
welcome.
I work until 9, so
Yeah, I mean, I know how it is. I think when I started this job, we had some days where we get like from 2 to 10:30. Those were fun days.
yeah.
Anyway,
Regardless, yeah.
D&D. Welcome to Riodon 6. We are in a forest eating some lunch. Did you get rations from your badger yet? Did we do that?
Yeah. I have 10 rations right now. In
Okay,
my
fantastic. Well then, in that case, how about while you're eating your delicious badger and taste the taste of victory, you tell me all about last session.
Yeah. So last session, I believe it started off with me going into the hills, the northern hills, to scout it out a bit, to try to
Mm-hmm.
see if there are any tribes people living there or what have you. I also went to scout at vantage points over valleys to basically and what kind of water sources there could potentially be. Didn't amount to much. It's like Valles is like there's potential uh, to maybe use the hills and the gravity to do things, but nothing concrete right now.
Yeah.
Uh, but regardless, as I was scouting the hills, I encountered some farmer people traveling over there to Valles. In fact, they were the sheep farmers whose sheep I fed to the monster and the spiders
Yes.
2 sessions ago.
We get to what in my notes says murder hobo combat.
Yes, because I entangled them and then I murdered them
You
because
made
I mean,
Entangle seem a terrifying spell.
yeah, it was pretty good. Uh, and it was, I mean, Riodon was, trying to be polite, because they were walking over what was currently his territory. So he just wanted to
Right.
know what was up, but they were completely unreasonable and screaming and
Yes.
just out of their mind. So he
His
had to just put them
territory,
down.
also known as their backyard.
He didn't have much choice but to put them down. Really,
Yeah.
it did him a favor if you think about it.
Yeah, so you killed four
Take them out of
people.
their madness. 3 people.
Oh yeah, one of those is you.
Yeah.
I just looked at the initiative order, counted four.
Old woman, younger man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Man,
and
wife, grandma.
and then he looted the 15 silver coins from them, which he's probably not gonna use for much, but
Nope.
might come in handy at some point.
Who knows? Maybe it
Uh,
will.
yeah. After that, he went back to the forest, and the day after he woke up, there was a little goblin who was trying to loot his shit. He let it go and then followed it back to its nest. Might be useful to have goblins on hand at some point. Maybe he can use them for something. Who knows? Who knows? And then finally he went hunting for the day, and he hunted a badger. Took some cosmic revenge against the
Yes.
badger species.
Have we found out if you like the taste of badger yet?
Yes, we did. I don't remember exactly what I rolled, but I did like it quite a bit. Not as much as deer, but I did like it quite a bit.
Cool. Great.
Yeah.
I wonder, that might be the D20 that you rolled a 7 on. Possibly. Or maybe, no, it's the one you rolled a 2 on, I think.
Yeah, that's the one. 'Cause
Yeah.
my grub is 7.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, the one you rolled a 2 on is the roll for badger.
Yeah, I think I rolled a 5 on the deer one.
Yeah, because it was the last roll of the session, and then the D8 is you rolling HP for leveling up. So, yeah. I'm seeing the rolls in a row. Or they're still in our chat log history. Well then, how about you take a solid... I like that recap a lot. Take a solid 100 experience points for that recap.
Yeah. And as we ended, it was... is that 100?
Yes, take 100.
That's neat.
I usually give 50, 75, or 100, depending on how much effort I think you put into it.
Okay. Yeah, so... And at the end of the session, it was midday, butchering badger and eating lunch.
Yep, and telling the winds the story of your most recent couple of days.
Yeah.
Recapping in character.
Yeah.
Alright, well done, Riodon.
Is the music on?
The music is on. It's a little bit low. I noticed that as well. They should boost it a bit. I can hear it quite well now.
I'm hearing a bit of like...
It's not music.
Yeah.
It's like stream sound.
Yeah.
And it's a woodland campsite. Okay,
I'm hearing it all right now.
Alright, cool. Great. Yeah, you can always do your own audio adjustments.
Yeah.
Well then,
all right.
Riodon, you have consumed the meat of your arch nemesis. What do we do now?
Yeah. I think the plan is to keep scouting around a bit in the hills.
Gotcha.
Because I want to find out if there are actually people living on this side of the hills. Because I do still have the idea of potentially using the hill tribe people for my own means to bring Valas down.
Having now read all the spells you got for turning level 3, are there any spells that stand out as particularly useful?
I mean, there aren't any I can use today anyways.
No, haven't done a spell preparation. But just in general, that we might have a foreshadowing.
I mean, heat metal is obviously busted in like combat.
Yes, you've seen the damage scaling on this thing, right? It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Otherwise, like, soften earth and stone had a lot of potential, but unfortunately the material for it are pretty hard to get.
What is it?
At least for me, it required like stone. Material required is a bit of slip, i.e. wet clay, from the wheel of a master potter.
Damn.
So that's very specific.
Yeah,
and
that's a
I don't
rare
know how
material.
I don't know how Riodon will come across that.
Well, in most bigger towns, there would probably be one, so you'd need to go to a town and steal it.
Yeah.
So that it's the kind of spell component that becomes a quest to receive, you know?
Yeah. And, I mean, the problem for Riodon, right, is he doesn't do well with towns.
Right. That's why it's a quest for you.
Exactly.
It's probably not that much of a quest for any general adventurer who can just kind of like go on behind one of these shops and take some.
Yeah.
But for you, going into town is a quest unto itself. And you'd also need to know, I can't just tell you what towns have this in them because Riodon wouldn't know.
Yeah, and it also has to be a master potter. So like,
yeah, I just imagine that most places that have like a proper potter probably have a master potter with a few apprentices in most cities.
Yeah,
I imagine
suppose
it's
I
not that
suppose maybe.
uncommon. It's a normal profession. I would say that
Yeah,
a
I
master
suppose
potter
masters.
is probably someone who has spent 3 novel proficiencies on pottery. That's probably so they have a +2, compared to normal. That's probably a master potter or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I suppose master is relative, and in like European medieval society, it usually just meant like someone who owns their own shop.
Yeah, that's sort of how I imagine it as well. It's less about the
Yeah,
skill and more about the agency.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, Other than that, I mean, there's some like there's some different uses, but most of them seem pretty niche. I guess like flame blade could be useful for combat too, and like
Does it work on your spear?
goodsberry could be. What is it? No, it's like I would have to use like it could be like after if I throw the spear, then I can create the flame blade
Ah, yeah, yeah.
as an actual weapon in the
Oh, so
meanwhile
it's
or
a
something like that.
good emergency arm, if nothing else,
Yeah, basically.
if you have it prepared.
Yeah. And then like I guess like charm person or mammal could always be decent. Bark skin could be decent. But yeah, there's nothing that's like crazy, but there's a lot of things
Is
that could
there
be
any
could have
spell
their use.
with when he communes with nature and he sort of understands these spells? Is there any spell that Riodon feels like this fits me? This seems fun.
Uh,
This inspires the
I think that
character more so than David.
uh, mm, not necessarily. I mean, it's like it is like soft and earth and stone is the one that has the most potential for creating chaos, but again, it's a bit inaccessible right now.
That's probably a
So
good
I don't think
combination. That it's the most potential for this, but also difficult to get. It is kind of
yeah,
nice that it's a spell built to fuck up society, so you need a component from society. I like that. That's actually
yeah,
pretty good design.
yeah. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, like I guess Dust Devil is pretty cool, but it could like create a minion kind of thing.
Yeah.
But again, that's probably mostly a combat thing.
Yeah. For sure.
So yeah. Otherwise, there are some that are like I am literally never ever going to use these, like Chant or Mystic Transfer or Sanctify, because they're all like requires other people to join you for it.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Maybe one day when you're level 9 and you've attracted followers.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe. You can start your own clan with blackjack and hookers.
Exactly.
Well done. We're gonna do some more scouting.
Yeah. So this is like a half day scouting, I guess, because I spent
Yeah.
the first half of the day.
How many rations do
eating.
you have right now?
10, as I said. So it's gonna be 9 at the end of the day.
Gotcha.
And I think one thing I also want to scout for are like caves and like creatures that potentially live around there, because there was that one nightly encounter with the
Yeah.
probably Gorgon-esque thing. That's what it sounded like.
Something.
And if things like those are living around here, then could be good to know. Yeah.
Yeah. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Well, if you do find a cave, will you go inside it to explore, or are you just noting down, like, I know where a cave is?
Depends, but probably check it out a bit. Although I don't have, I don't think I have much in terms of light on me right now.
Yeah.
So in that case, like produce flame could be useful, but again, I can't have that today.
No.
So
Well then, so today we're being a bit cautious then, and maybe we scout tomorrow we'll be less cautious.
I mean, cautiousness is also good. Is always good.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Give me a wisdom check, just a pure one.
yeah.
Pass, right?
Oh, yeah, it passes.
Cool.
Very high pass.
Yeah, it is a very high pass. Doesn't really matter too much, but at least a little bit for flavor. The high passing, low passing is mostly a thing in contested checks in second edition. That's mostly when it matters. I know that we've been using it a little bit more haphazardly because I think it's fun, but I'm just reminding you of the general rule. Just to...
Yeah.
Oh, I also learned something else that's fun about second edition that I didn't know, that I missed. Apparently, if you roll a nat 1, that is the only roll that is always a success on these checks, no matter how low your stat is. Even if your stat has enough, like, things that are bad about it to put you in a negative stat, let's say, right? Let's say you have, like, 7 wisdom, and it's a check at a -9. A nat 1 still passes. However, regardless what your stat is, if you pass on a nat 1, it's supposed to have dubious results. It's a pass, but it's like a partial pass, or it's a pass with a twist or something. And this is on every single... This is like... So the nat 1 is it's like a nat 1 version of a passing roll, which I think is an interesting system.
That's interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
As compared to the nat 20, which is just always a fail, no matter how high your stat gets.
Feels so wrong, man.
I know, but don't worry. As soon as it's combat, things feel normal again, because then we change everything to the backwards.
So weird.
It's great. It's the 80s. We ballin'. I was looking for my mountain music. There we go. Cool. Riodon, you travel up the hills to scout out. And with your past wisdom check, you are able to quite... What I'm imagining this is about is it's about you thinking, okay, where did I meet that creature in the night that scared me so much? And what direction did like it come from? And where might I most effectively look for this place, you know? That this specific creature might have come from.
Yeah,
and
more or less.
Traveling through these hills, you were unaccosted, is maybe my most overused phrase in this entire campaign. I love that terminology. But you do eventually, as you pass over a little hill, find a spot where there's sort of like this hole in the mountain. And it's maybe at some point there might have been a big boulder there that has been lifted by literally a giant or something and been thrown away. Or something similar. And there's just this giant dent down into the mountain. And in this dent, there's a cave that goes into like one of the dent walls of the hole, one of the hole walls, that passes seemingly further into this mountainy hillside. And it even has like a little... It seems to have been almost like intelligently designed, because along the edges of it, there is this little spiraling... It's not quite a staircase, but it's clearly like a very rudimentary version of what might be considered a staircase that goes alongside the edges of this hole that has been clearly intentionally edged out to make it easier to climb out of this place.
Okay. Well, I want to at least check it out.
Yeah.
So, I don't think I have anything that could be a light source on me. But, so, yeah, I guess, like, at what point in the day do I find this?
You started traveling around, like, lunchtime. I'll just roll for it. Fuck it. This is a pretty late find for you. You're traveling around. I think it took you quite a long time to find the place where you camped, where this creature first met you. And so once you found this place, it was pretty easy to figure out where the cave might be. But it took you a while to like seek your way back to the original location. So it's probably getting towards sunset. You might have another hour of light.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll probably not see that well into the cave.
Not particularly, but the angle of the cave would make it hard to see anyway, because this cave is on the... no, actually, it's on the western side. So when the sun is setting, you actually get pretty good light in here. It's on the west side of the hill.
Well, I want to at least check the cave out a bit. So I'm gonna walk up to the entrance and like walk in a little bit, like feel around a bit, check around the entrance.
Yeah. You don't need to go far before you sense it's a cold sensation, but your hand touches what you think is a rock that's standing there. But as you touch it a little bit more, it becomes very clear to you quickly that the rock is a face, and you're holding like a nose and a jaw and some lips, and there's an opening, but like it's cold as stone.
Okay, yeah. Okay, then let's get the fuck out.
You get the fuck out. Clever.
Yeah. Okay, so that was seemed evidence enough that this is probably the place where this thing lives.
Probably.
And it's probably not wise to keep exploring it further.
Probably not.
Yeah. So I guess I'll spend the last bit of daylight that I've got making my way back towards the forest, although trying to if there are any paths I haven't walked yet, I'm gonna try to like keep scouting for people, potential settlements. Did I see any signs of like settlements or people having been here on my way here?
Not really. You're still in the vicinity where the closest farm is the one where you've eliminated all the inhabitants. So that is just generally the farm that was the closest to the hills, whereas the other ones were all closer to the forest, you know? So, yeah, you don't really see any signs of more travelers up and down this hill. You take a different way down, and you don't run into anything particular on the way down.
Yeah, I guess in that case I'll do the usual nightly preparations with the. And then on the day after, I'm gonna, if nothing else happens, I'm gonna try to like explore more of the like the I guess the eastern part of the hills, because I'm pretty sure I've mostly been in the western part.
Yeah, you have, because you keep walking there from the forest. Okay, so you get down to like the river pretty much, and you rest there.
I mean, where I am on the map right now, I want to like try to move in that direction, I guess.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I wasn't.
You were not here. You were like here at the end of the last session.
Yeah.
So now you basically move like here, and then you can move here-ish. You move down again, and then you can move up there. You know, pretty much. Something like that.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. In the hills, what are your
I'll sleep in the forest, as I usually do.
Okay, so if you sleep in the forest, you sleep there. Let's find your travel budget for the day. You can travel yourself. Walking into the hills. No trail, human. Hill steep / low mountains that fits this place. That gives you a walking distance of 6 today. So you can move yourself where you want to end up pretty much with a 6-mile walking budget.
How do I move myself? Okay, so like, like over here-ish as well. Yeah. Although first, like, the night, does everything go okay?
I need to roll the next day's encounter checks.
How's the night? Yeah.
Night is fine.
After I go.
Night is perfectly fine.
All right.
Great.
So
in also the encounter checks for the rest of the day. One second. That's also for the rest of the day. Okay, got it.
Alright, so in the morning, what do I want to prepare? I am going to... by the way, bark skin, that one, it says like, it changes, increases base armor class AC to 6, plus 1 AC for every 4 levels. I guess it's just 6 right now.
Right, six means 14, by the way.
Okay, and it doesn't... 6 means 14, then?
Yeah, remember that in the base text, armor classes are reversed. So if it's 4 away from 10, you just put 4 on the other side. So AC 6 means AC 14 because we changed the AC system.
Okay, well it doesn't stack with any other armor, so I actually already have that. So bark skin is not useful for me right now.
But we can easily see how it would be useful on a lot of druids and clerics.
Yeah.
Lucius would have killed for that shit. Maybe not, but Lucius would have really benefited from it.
I think I'm going to... I'm gonna get another Cure Light Wound just because it's useful to have. And then... do I want to prepare Dust Devil? Maybe. Could be funny. Yeah, you know what, fuck it. Let's prepare a Dust Devil. Let's try that out in case.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. In case, you know, trouble brews.
Yeah. No trouble would ever be brewing as I dig for my books.
Yeah. I have two Cure Light Wounds on Entangle, invisible to animals, and Dust Devil right now.
Gotcha. Great. Well done. You start exploring around on the east side of this hill, on the northern hill. You're gonna be the fucking king of the hill north of Valus. The big one.
Yeah.
As you're walking over this hill, you're crossing over the top of it.
Is it just a single hill?
Yeah, the one that's north is like one really big hill, and then on the south side is like a hilly landscape. But this hill is more like this hill is more long than it is tall, you know. So it's like it has ebbs and flows, but it all connects into one big single hill. On the south side, the high hills have more of a landscape feature, you know.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, that's why we kept talking about coming over the top of this big hill. Because that's from when you're at the top of this big hill, you can see Valus like extend down from it on the south side of it.
Got it.
Yeah, it's still a hill that is 6 miles long. Like, that's like 10 kilometers. It's a hill the size of Esteros. You know, that's a big old hill.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess probably if there are people living here, they will probably be living in caves. So I'm particularly keeping an eye on caves.
Yes. And as you are traveling around on this side, first of all, you come around sort of a ledge at one point. And give me a perception check in that moment.
Okay. 15.
I think that passes.
It's success. Yeah, my perception is 16.
Yeah, so. Really good. You come over the ledge, and I think you're going to spot them way better than they spot you, most likely. Yeah, you do. You see this patrol of 6 soldiers walking around this hill as well. Seemingly, they look to be scouting it out, similarly to you.
Soldiers, as in they look like they're from Valas.
Well, you wouldn't really know what if they're Valis troops or if they're Cagium troops or Ventus troops. Like, you don't really know that. But they are dudes who do not look like mountain bandits, who are armed and armored. You know?
Yeah.
They got some leather armor, they got some shields, they got spears. They all have identical gear, so they look pretty requisitioned, you know?
Yeah. Okay,
Whereas with mountain bandits, you usually find like a guy with an axe and a guy with something else. Is there any what?
Yeah. Is there anywhere to hide?
There's tons of places to hide, because the whole thing like ebbs and flows in elevation, right? So you can constantly like you came over like a little nook where you're like, oh boy, and then you can sort of back off. But if they're heading directly to you, which they don't seem to be, they seem to be circling around, they would maybe catch up to you eventually. But you can probably stake them out and just not engage.
Well, yeah, I would probably try to like when I see them, when I spot them as I round the corner or whatever, I would probably try to like go back, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, dodge back, that they don't see me.
Yeah. Excellent.
Let me just read up again a bit on Dust Devil again, because there's a lot of details to it.
Okay.
In case I want to do something. The problem with Dust Devil is the short range, so it's probably gonna be hard to do much with it without.
Yeah, they're still at like a 400 feet distance from you at this point. They're pretty far away.
Yeah. Yeah, like Dust Devil it has 30-yard range and it disappears. I'm pretty sure if I
30-yard range means 90 feet.
More
by
than
the way.
30 yards. Yeah, sure, but still. Yeah, it can be at most 30 yards away from me, so
yeah,
it's not something I can like throw at someone and then run away.
No, it's not a familiar, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It can probably be a pretty good rear guard though as you run away. Like if someone's chasing you and you can put it down.
Yeah, I mean it is like a creature thing. It has like AC and hit die and stuff.
Yep. It functionally is like a little tornado monster. That's what it is. It's a little elemental.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Well done.
By the way,
yep.
As I've been scouting around so far, when I had this encounter, have I encountered any creatures or anything like that?
You have not yet. Encounters happen suddenly and impactfully in the hills, but when you're not finding anything, you're really not finding anything. And these soldiers are also some people you saw pretty early on in this traveling on today. We're still pretty early in the day as you run into them.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna try to. If I have enough, like, if there is enough cover, I want to like try to kind of stalk them for a bit, if possible.
That's certainly possible.
Especially
with you seeing them and they not seeing you, and you can keep your distance. You can definitely stay low and not be spotted by them. You find Riodon believes is very realistic.
Yeah.
Unless they like perfectly roll a
I'm gonna try
perception
that
check, and they don't.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to stalk them a bit to see what they're up to.
Cool. You stalk them for a little bit. Great. They seem to be looking for something. They keep stopping and like digging around in the mosses and the bushes, and they keep like walking on both sides of rocks so that like they can see what's on both sides of them. They're definitely like looking for something they believe to be stationary. Because they're also not yelling while looking for something. So it's clearly not like a person they think can hear them.
So they're maybe looking for something they believe is like hidden here, or a buried treasure or something.
Potentially something that's hidden, or someone that's hidden, or a body, or someone who's hiding and instead rather than running away. They're being pretty quiet. Like, you're stalking them. They kind of look like they're stalking someone too, but like there's no one they're stalking, so they're just being quiet while searching. Every now and then they also take up a spear and just stab into a bush, you know?
Okay. So I guess they might be looking for, I guess, the same thing I am, essentially.
Potentially.
It could be. So I think in that case, in case that is what they're looking for, that they're looking for bandits, I'm gonna keep stalking them, keep trying to stalk them for a while.
Yeah. As you do, you stalk them for maybe like another half an hour, 40, 50 minutes, something like that. And you notice them getting more and more frustrated. Like, they're clearly not doing a particularly good job at this. They keep... And you as an experienced hunter, you might even sit there critiquing them like, you fucking idiots, you've already been over this place once before, and now you circle back. He literally stabbed that bush, like, 20 minutes ago, and now you're circling back here and you're stabbing the bush now? Would something have appeared in this bush in these 20 minutes? Like, they are clearly not doing a particularly good job at this. And as time goes on, they start looking less and less engaged. Like, initially, when you started stalking them, they were, like, carefully stabbing bushes and looking. Now it's like, you know, they're getting less and less into this as they keep going. One guy stops to pee, and they all come to a break, and they start eating their lunch. Is that a moment where you stop stalking them, or...?
I think so. I don't think they're really gonna progress me in my scouting. So I'm gonna move in the away direction.
The token we put out is the final position of you today, so we can sort of like assume that you've been slowly moving towards your token location.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so I guess when I encounter these guys, I assume we're around like here somewhere.
Yep, definitely. Yeah. They're definitely like just north of Alice is where you saw them.
Yeah, so I'm probably just gonna keep going, moving east, and continue on my own actual scouting mission.
Yeah. You continue on for a little bit, and you do eventually find one of those caves you're looking for. This one is not as elaborate as the previous one. It's more so that, like, you come over a little bit of a ledge where suddenly, like, maybe there's been a landslide at some point, you know, because there's just a point where the grass just, like, tips over and you look down and there's, like, a solid 15-foot drop, but you can also just walk down on the side of it. And when you come down to it, probably having walked down on the side, you notice that there's some form of, like, cavity that has been either dug out here or somehow has formed naturally, but you're not quite sure how it would have formed naturally. It's old at the very least, which is why it's hard to tell exactly what kind of opening this is. And it's an earthy cave. It's not a rocky one.
Does it look like, do I see any signs of inhabitation?
Not human inhabitation, no. If you want to look for animal inhabitation, we'll have to start rolling some stuff.
Yeah, and by human, I assume that includes like other things like kobold and stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff too. Like no like signs of.
Or even like whatever it was you met that night clearly was humanoid in appearance at least, and had like the little staircase structure there that seemed to be designed for human legs at the very least. You don't see like a campfire. You don't see, any form of like goblin spear heads or anything like that. You do not.
Yeah.
At least like laying outside the cave.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm gonna walk up to the cave entrance and try to inspect it, or kind of similar to how I did in the other cave.
Sure. Give me a wisdom check. That's a fail, I think.
That fails.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 14 with them.
Yeah, no. You come up and it's really dank and wet. This cave opening. You can tell that like it doesn't rain too much up here, but whenever it rains, you can tell that this is probably a place where water sits for quite a while before it probably drains internally in the earth somewhere and ends up in those rivers. It's definitely like a smelly, musky place. And it goes, as you look at it, it goes pretty deep, you think.
Is the ground like really wet too?
Yeah, it's pretty wet ground. At least once you get under the roof, you know? On the outside, it's definitely a lot drier.
Yeah. So if it's this like wet, there's probably nothing living here. I'm gonna walk a few steps into the cave and just like try to feel the how like the terrain essentially.
Yeah. It's the kind of earth, I don't know, you know, I hope you know, when a tree is like, you can tell that a tree at some point had earth higher up its stem, but now it's like the earth has been decreased a lot, right? So you can kind of reach in underneath the roots, because it's like been opened up.
Yeah.
And then the earth underneath roots like that is always really, really porous and like full with little twigs and stuff, right? Like there's grass roots in the earth and it's damp in those kind of underneath spots.
I suppose.
Or like when you take like a ledge, right, into a side ditch next to a road, and right where the grass sort of like stops and it just becomes a drop down, the earth under there is so like permeated with grass roots and stuff like that that it has this really, really porous sensation. That's what the walls here are like. You can tell that like the roots of the plants that are growing above the cave is probably holding it together somewhat. Like maybe at some point something fell down here and this cave collapsed a little bit, but the cave structure and the roof is held together by the plant roots more so than any kind of structure to the dirt, you know?
Got it. And again, the floor, is it really like wet and stuff?
Yeah, it's not like soaked, but it's definitely like you touch it and it's damp. And it gets damper the further into the cave you go.
Well, I'm not gonna walk too far in, because I think I'm probably gonna leave after that, because this doesn't seem like a place that would be inhabited. In general, maybe by some animal who likes it wet, but probably not.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll leave and continue the search. I might circle back here later. I might. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna check. What was it? How long is one round again?
A round is a minute. A turn is 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay, you feel satisfied?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna check this place out too much right now. I might need to try to make some makeshift torches or something after probably when I return to the forest. Because cave exploration, I'm not like here to really explore caves that much, but if I need to, I mean, light is pretty necessary, you know.
You continue on your treks towards the east on this hillside, and after a little bit you find what is some kind of wind protection that has been erected. It's not a cave. It's more of just like a big rock that is sitting in one of these locations, a big boulder, and sort of like leaned against it are a bunch of tree logs that are big enough to be structurable, but small enough that you can actually imagine like 2 people carrying it here from the forest far away. It would take a day to carry one of these here, but 2 people could do it, and with a few trips back and forth over a few days, it is doable. And then these logs are sort of tied together with rope leaning against this thing.
Okay, so very much man-made.
Yes, this looks very man-made.
All right, this might then be along what I'm looking for. So I guess I'll approach it a bit and try to look for, people or any signs of it not being abandoned.
Yeah. As you get there, you find a campfire that is put out, but looking at it even just a little bit with all of your campfire experience, you can tell that this was on yesterday at the latest. Like, it's either more fresh than that, or it's not like burnt any earlier than yesterday, as its most recent burning. Although it's probably unlikely that it would have burned today because it's not hot right now. It has cooled down. And then the most stunning thing as you walk around is that you basically get to like the other side of this boulder, because you're coming down and the logs are in the uphill direction of the boulder. So they sort of like using the boulder and the incline to make sort of a roof that is only slightly slanted. Whereas if you built on the downside of the boulder, you'd end up at this angle, whereas on the uphill you can end up at this sort of an angle, using the incline to raise the roof a little bit. Still enough of an angle to get the rain off, though. You can tell that, like, on the between these tree things, they put a whole bunch of like mosses and bushes to try to make it as insulated as possible. A whole bunch of just filling, a bunch of mud as well.
Besides this like makeshift place, like, what's the terrain around, like, generally? Is there any natural cave or anything here?
There's not a natural cave here. There's really not. But I have something interesting on the other side of the boulder that I forgot to. I started talking about it, and then I didn't get there. You get to like the downhill side of this boulder, and leaning against this boulder with its back against it and its head just on the side is a dead ogre, a corpse.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
You said it's leaning, as in it's standing up.
It's sitting. It's sort of like sitting down on its butt and leaning back against the boulder.
Okay. And this is the only sign of life or previous life here? There's no other creatures here?
There's no other creatures here right now, no. There's no people here right now. But there's not an ogre-sized campfire in there. There's a people-sized campfire in there that was active most recently.
Yeah. In that case, I want to take a closer look at this dead ogre, like try to see like how it died. And
sure, give me an in check.
And by the way, at like this at a glance, do I see that like it's really dead immediately?
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely
dead.
Not
like
its eyes are open, its tongue is out, its head is cocked.
Okay, yeah. Do you send an in check?
Yes. Now it's obvious it has battle damage to it, but the in check will be able to determine more exactly how much you learn.
Yeah.
Not much at all. It is definitely like injured in combat.
Which is bad.
It is injured in combat. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. So in that case, I guess, like this makeshift campsite, like, are there any other things here, like any like possessions or anything?
Yeah. You find some areas that are definitely like storage areas, sort of. Like on the inside of this wind protection area, it's clear that this is a bit of a settlement. You have these big branches taken from trees with the leaves still on that like cover some things that they want to hide in under there. There are these little furs laid out that you can sleep on. There's even like an axe that's standing inside of here, leaning against the rock.
Okay, but again, there's so it clearly like so it doesn't look abandoned at all.
No.
But there's still like no one here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very strange. I'm gonna kind of like. Are there any like hiding spots ish around here, or any like any places where I can see this place, but they wouldn't necessarily see me?
Yeah, there's one that, again, with the ebbing and flowing of the hill structure of this hill, you can definitely find a position where you can sort of have if you want to stake this place out, you can do so for a while.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Not necessarily in like for like nefarious purposes. It's more just like I want to wait and see what kind of people show up, and in case they are hostiles, I don't want to just be chilling in their campsites,
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that for a while. Maybe like munch on some fika in the meantime. I'm planning on probably sleeping in the hill this night anyways.
Yeah.
Since otherwise I can't really get very far into the hills without going back to the forest.
I have to show this. I have to show my amazing drawing of the situation.
Yes.
I love it.
Very beautiful.
Oh,
lovely.
My artistic talent knows no bounds.
Indeed.
Great. Well done. You stake it out for a little bit. That's fine. I guess you eat a little bit. Let me just roll some checks here.
Yeah, put down my backpack.
I've rolled maybe like 8 dice today, 8 d20s, something like that. I've rolled a bunch of other dice, but I rolled maybe 8 d20s. I have gotten, I don't know how many 18s, but I keep seeing 18 show up a lot today.
Seems like your dice are rigged.
Yeah, it's just that these 18s have not always meant the same thing, because sometimes they've been for where I'm looking for high, sometimes I've been looking for low. But my die loves rolling 18 today. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Well then. Let's roll d6 for this. I'm just using some tools here.
By the way, I'll if you don't want to answer, I'll just cheat and go back and read the listen to the VOD.
Yeah.
But the animal truly loved that was like a material that I needed. For the cleansing of my holy symbol. Did it have to be alive, or could it be dead?
I think the answer I gave, I remember this quite well. The answer I gave when you asked that question last time was something akin to, it's probably very helpful if it's alive. That will make everything so much easier and better. But if you bring me a dead one, I can probably make do with a lesser effect.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I asked that question, but I realized I didn't actually write down the answer.
Yeah.
So I did that now. Alright, so my staking out, is it
Yeah.
successful in any way?
I was just generating a character. Using the amazing character generator tool. But I still needed to write down what I generated, because otherwise it's gone once I press F5.
By the way, you said there were like sleeping places that seemed like how that I saw like in the wind.
Well, you saw some first laid out.
Yeah, how many was it?
They're not very organized. It was more like the first were laid out to make flooring. It wasn't like distinct sleeping positions for individual people. It was more so a bunch of them we are strewn about, and you can probably fit. You could probably fit like a family of 6 in there, but you could also imagine someone just wanting to have a big space, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Well then, you're doing some staking out when suddenly, towards the sun going down, you see a guy start to move closer. It's a pretty old man. And he is dragging behind him Sorry. I thought I had everything ready, but I didn't. Yes. He is dragging behind him a scorpion.
Scorpion?
By the tail. It seems dead.
Like a giant scorpion?
Yeah.
A giant scorpion? Yeah.
Like a dog-sized scorpion, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. And he's alone?
He's alone. He is armed.
With what?
That means with a big ol' great club, like a big ol' fucking unga bunga wooden branch smash weapon.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah. So I guess he's dragging it into the camp. The scorpion.
Yep. He is dragging it in.
And he's like, is he sitting down? And
yeah, he's in his camp. He starts peeling it like you would a lobster.
Yeah.
A man out for your own heart.
And he. What did you say?
A man out for your heart. A man who eats what he hunts, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna get up at this point and like start to approach. I don't know if this is from behind or from the front, but I'm not gonna like approach in a sneaky manner, and if you just like casually approach, kind of.
Yeah, you start casually approaching. As you do, you get a little bit closer again. Let me just see if he... Yeah. You get a little bit closer than you'd think you do. Like, he seems to be preoccupied enough that you get close enough that you almost feel like you probably ought to, like, say something. Or if he looks around, it will look like you've snuck up on him. Even if you didn't intend to. Do you give that audio cue? Like a or something?
I'll say like that your work on the ogre there.
You sort of get a glance up. A look over you. A look down. What is it to you? Are you a friend or something?
No, just wondering. Not every day you see an ogre in this state.
Well, I don't know if I call it my work. I guess it's an accumulation of work I've done over a long time. Big guy's big, but
Vendetta.
you know, you leave some stuff behind. Ogres want to steal it. Sometimes it ain't too good for them. But he died with a gnarly stomachache.
I see. Makes sense.
So who are you walking
by the
up
way,
here in the hills?
name's Riodon. I'm just getting to know these parts, I suppose, right now.
Well, name's
Nothing.
Tibor. He checks. I take it from how you're dressed and your accent. You're from the Westwood, ain't ya? One of them druid fellas.
Westwood? Wouldn't that be Southwood, I guess?
No, the name of the woods where you're from is the Westwoods, around Lake Gladys.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
That's just what
Okay.
what that wood is called.
well, okay, in that case, I'll give like a nod, like you have a discerning ear. I notice. I see.
I've known many people over many times. And you see, this is an older fellow. He's in his maybe early 60s. Quite, well built for his age, but was clearly stronger at some other point of his life.
Yeah. By the way, are there like seating places other than where he's sitting right now?
He's sort of sitting in this amalgamation of furs all over the floor. Again, you don't get the idea of like there are specific places to do specific things in here. There's just like you sit on the ground and the furs make it a little bit nicer no matter where you sit.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. I guess. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll after that I'll just ask like, may I take a seat?
Huh.
Not necessarily on your fur, it's just to converse.
They teach you more manners out there than I thought they did. Oh, welcome in, welcome in. If you're not here to stab me, and you don't seem to be, then you can sit down. Just start working on this claw right here. And he hands you one of the claws from the scorpion that he's sort of like descaling or de-armoring.
I suppose that's fair payment for a conversation. I'll put my spear and shield to the side, take out my knife, and start butchering for him.
Well, my name's Tibor. I live here. Do you? I don't know. I haven't seen you around before.
Well, I've recently taken up residence a little bit everywhere, mostly sticking to the woods north of here. But you could say I'm getting to know these areas right now.
Cursed wood up there, I tell you. Nothing but trouble awaits.
There have been trouble indeed. Some good, some bad. But so far I'm finding it hospitable enough.
Well, what brings a man such as yourself all the way up here, north of the high hills?
Well, I suppose since you already discerned where I'm from initially, let's just say the lifestyle there didn't suit me particularly, and I came here looking for some new experiences.
Hey, we're kindred spirits in that much. I grew up in Cagium. Lifestyle didn't suit me much either. Came out here to get my own food, live my own life, protect my own shit from my own ogres.
Well, you seem to be doing quite well on that front.
Yeah, it's one reason I hunt these buggers. They're awfully tasty, I'll tell you that much, but in addition, I can really get the venom out of them and use it more like a poison. It's quite effective.
Alright. Seem quite crafty then.
Gotta be. I lived here for I don't know how many years, but it's been many at this point. I survived mountain bandits, ogres, Are there strange things around here? I make do. Built more than one good
And
camp.
You've been alone? You've been alone the whole time?
Not always. My son lived with me for a long time, but a few winters ago he went out, didn't come back. I don't know if it was the Knights of Valus or the spiders in the woods that got him, but I have never seen him since.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, thank you very much. If you have had any, I'm sorry for yours too. Seeing as you find yourself
yet.
alone.
Not yet, luckily enough. I've always been a bit of a loner, I suppose.
Well done.
Not that I dislike the company of others necessarily, just the company I usually had, we didn't see eye to eye much.
I imagine that makes it quite difficult for you when the company you grew up around isn't to your liking, and much other company you'll find in this world, you ain't much to theirs. I don't judge though, don't worry. People are people.
Yeah, and so far I've found solitary life, it quite suits me. It's gotten me more in tune with nature, so to speak.
That would be a benefit for you, wouldn't it? Well,
Indeed.
by the gods, at least as I know them, sometimes thinking on your own really is the best way to go about things. Well then.
Indeed.
Were you just looking for old man? Or do you have anything else in mind?
I'm mostly just trying to learn what kind of people live around here.
Not
you
many
talked
these
about
days.
mountain bandits, for example,
Yeah.
yes?
Yeah, mountain bandits used to be more of a plenty up here. I did some trade with them. We had a mutual respect situation, but I haven't seen them around for closing in on 2-3 weeks now.
I did hear about something happening with them and in Valles, something going wrong.
Yeah, I saw some situation around that over the hillside. Must have been when it all started going downhill for them. A bunch of the mountain bandits walked down Valles, invaded a town, looking like they were priming up for something. They had the inn completely filled up with themselves. They were taking over several of the buildings, and then they all just walked out again. And after that, many of them haven't come back.
Yeah, I suppose that would explain why I've barely encountered people up here. I did encounter a few down on the south side, but up here?
Well,
Yeah.
the south side was always more populated anyway. This North Hill, I make my living here, and there was a family on the west side for a little bit. But if you haven't seen them, and you're coming from over there, maybe they ain't around anymore. There's more farms around this side of the hills. It scares them away more easily. The south hills are larger, much bigger territory, and further away from prying eyes than up here north.
Makes sense. But I suppose that would be to your liking then?
Yes. I make do. I have an amicable relationship with anyone I meet so far. That's the best way to make it on your own, is to not make any enemies. I am friends with the farmers. I'm friends with Valles. I was friends with the mountain bandits, and heck, I can probably be friends with you. I help out where I can. Farmers appreciate me helping them with some reading and writing. Down in Valles, they appreciate me giving some local knowledge, and mountain bandits, well, they appreciated some meat every now and then.
I see. Well, that's sounds like you've dug out a bit of a life for yourself then.
I do okay. Are you sticking around, or are you just on your foot?
I was planning on looking around these parts for a bit longer. After that, who knows? I'm I'm not one to stay in one place for long.
Gotcha. Well, I'll tell you something. Don't go up into the night woods thinking that you can find some kind of long-term home there. Those woods are cursed, I tell you. Whatever's in there, it's no good. The far west side by Kagium is fine. God knows the Kingsmen have cleared that out well enough. Well, I guess after recent events, it's the Queensmen now. Whatever, doesn't matter. Those places are pretty cleared out, but the further north you get in these woods, it gets worse and worse.
Do noted. I appreciate the warning. Well, I believe I should get going then now. Hand him
No problem.
the butchered as best as I could.
He gives you a no. You skinned it, you keep it. I appreciate the company.
Well, actually, how late is it right now?
Probably
Okay.
3 hours, so 3 or 4 hours away from dusking. After all the time you spent
Okay,
waiting.
Yeah. I'll say in that case, like, yeah, to his like, you keep it, you keep it. Like, not like, well, I'm not one to say no to an extra meal or two.
Wise beyond your years even. I'll give you another bit of advice. If you head east from here, out into the grasslands, be wary, especially at night. The old things happened in those fields long, long ago. Things you can only read about in history books back in Kagium, or maybe in some other keeps here or there. Night in those fields, the dead sometimes wake up again. It's an unpleasant place.
I like raise my eyebrows a little bit, like, duly noted. Again, I appreciate the warning.
Right.
Seem like a decent fellow.
This east side of the hills was once the front of a great many wars. Many men died trying to climb these hills, and, well, their bodies lie shallow on the ground.
See. Well, luckily I'm not one to stick to open fields much anyways, so...
They're not particularly open. They're pretty high grasses out there. They grow tall because no one wants to clear them out and farm them with all the bad things on the ground. On the other side of Kagium, out west, those fields are much more maintained. Much more farmers out there. Out here, on this side, well, as I said, unmaintained bushlands. As far as the eye can see all the way to Ventus.
Noted. Again, I appreciate the conversation and all the warnings.
Yes.
Maybe we'll see each other again at some point, and maybe I can offer you a meal then.
I'll happily eat it. Good travels, Riodon.
You too. And then I'll move on.
Yeah, you move on.
What was his name, by the way? I didn't
Tibor.
write it down. Tibor.
Yes.
Tibor.
Yes, Tibor. I feel so happy with that character. I thought it was really cool. But then whenever I make a cool NPC, this flash hits my head of Koibu making a character called Phoenix, who he clearly got very amped up for play. And then someone made a joke about like, oh look, Koibu made a cool character, haha. So nice. And then someone else goes, shh, don't say that to him. He doesn't get to do that often. Be happy for him. And I just see Koibu get really sad in front of my eyes. I'm like, damn, I'm in that moment. I made a cool character and it's not cool.
I thought it was a cool character.
Great. I'm very happy.
I mean, I didn't stab him because
You did not stab him.
Solid enough. It's like after that encounter, it was like Riodon thinks like it might be a little bit of a risk to have introduced himself to this guy who is seemingly on good terms with people from Valles. especially since he noticed he was a druid.
Mm-hmm.
But since he also expressed the desire to not make enemies, I would assume he's not gonna talk, just for no reason.
Oh, you don't know.
It's again, it might be a bit of a gamble, but then again, it's Riodon might not be totally against
Yeah.
his existence being known. I mean, he has already made some trouble after all.
Yep. Well, you're in the situation you're in. Unless you go back and entangle this guy right now.
No. I'm letting him. I'm not gonna do anything to him.
Cool. Well done. Are you just heading off as far away as you can get from this guy for the night and just making one of your little half camps?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna scout out the rest of as much of the hills rest as I can, and then probably head back.
Yeah.
Towards the forest the next day.
Okay. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Great. As it gets late, you spot something in the sky. It is flying above you, quite high up. You see a griffin flying around. Now, this might not mean much to you. It clearly is not particularly interested in you. These things are known, they are famously known to hunt horses. That is their favorite food. A griffin loves nothing more than horse meat. And so had you had a horse with you right now, you would have been in a combat encounter, guaranteed. There is no doubt about it. But you don't have a horse, and so it is probably looking for bigger creatures than you. But you find yourself aware of the fact that they live here, somewhere in these hills.
Yeah. Had I not encountered a griffin before? I guess I had.
I think Lucius saw some traveling around this area as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have made sense because it's the same area, right? So it's the same encounter table.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, you stay in the hills, you find a place to rest, and that encounter is your evening encounter. Let's roll up tomorrow's encounters. Yeah. Interesting.
I think before I go to bed, I think I want to use like, because I want to actually take produce flame tomorrow.
Okay.
For like satellite light force, so I'm gonna just test out that dust devil.
Okay.
Before I like, away from what I'm planning on, where I'm actually planning on sleeping. Obviously.
It's cheap components or no components or
so
something?
I'm gonna. I don't think it had any components actually.
Yeah, just double check it before you test something that might wasting something.
Yeah. No, no components, no materials.
Right, cool, great. It's like a verbal somatic spell?
No, produce flame was not material.
Or is it at least like
it's verbal somatic.
Verbal somatic, cool. That is cool.
Yeah, it's just verbal somatic. Produce flame is the same thing.
Yep.
No material.
Yep. That's dope.
So yeah, so I summoned the Dust Devil.
You summon a Dust Devil. Is there anything you want to find out about summoning this Dust Devil? Anything you want to experiment with it?
I guess nothing particular. I mostly just want to.
You want to do it.
Because this is my first second tier magic, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's mostly just Riodon wants to feel how it feels to use to cast it, to control it, do all of that,
Yeah.
Feel the power.
You feel the burn. The sense of magic flowing through you, casting a second level spell. powerful magic. As nature has clearly blessed your
2?
ways and your ambitions.
It has 2 rounds per level, so that's 6 rounds, right? Now? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is also an elemental.
Yeah.
Elemental magic is a little bit different in my setting. Let me think a little bit. I don't think you notice anything different about it, though. Yeah, it's probably fine. It feels like you're tapping into some different kind of magic when you're using it. Like, it's not the same sensation in your body as when you cast a Cure Wounds or an Invisibility to Animals or an Entangle. The elementalness of the magic has like this this fizzy feeling to it in your bones.
Got it. But yeah, it's I mostly just get a feel for the spell, nothing more complicated than that.
Cool.
Again, it's mainly just a burn spell, whatever you call it.
Yep, you burn it. You burn Dust Devil. Great. Then we can go for night, because the night is gonna be calm again. You are not attacked in the middle of the night. Poggers.
Then in the morning I will prepare produce flame.
Yes.
So on the way back towards the forest, I want to pass through the like damp earth cave. I want to pass by that place.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah.
To check. Let's see. Whereas one round is that's a minute, right?
A round is a minute, yes. But you don't make it quite all the way there yet.
Okay.
As you travel there, give me a surprise check.
That is a D. Is that a D10?
Yes, D10. You do not want to roll low. Roll high. Ooh, bad roll.
I did roll low.
What is your?
Although my perception, I have.
Yes, that still puts you at 3.
I have a.
You're +1.
Yeah.
So that's still a fail.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 is the fail here. I'll see if there's a modifier here. I don't think you were actively sneaking. You were just walking there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm traveling back towards the forest.
Yeah.
So.
Let me see here. Encounter surprise modifiers. It is early morning. I can make a weather check to see if there's fog. There's no fog.
I mean, I can be surprised if that's what the dice say. You don't have.
I know. I'm just because it's on the limit, because you're at a 3. I just want to see that there's nothing that should stick into it. But okay. I honestly think that it's more likely that the other party has modifiers to make it a worse check for you. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because they are. You have a distinctive odor to them, so you are actually more likely to be surprised.
Distinctive odor. You
do, yes.
Oh shit.
You smell like people, which is, or rather like creature in general. And you've been walking back and forth here, so you've been very trackable. Yeah, let's do some mood changing here. You look up
something
as 2 wild dogs have approached you. They look starved, completely just malnourished in how they are holding themselves, and they have started circling you, one on each side. Think.
Well, in that case,
think like dingo more so than lost poodle, you know?
Yeah. In that case, I'm going to. I guess I never actually cooked the crab or the lobster thing or the scorpion thing.
Probably not.
How many rations equivalent would that meat
one.
have been?
It's one ration.
Yeah. In that case, I guess I just like probably wrapped it up a bit and put it in my backpack.
Mm-hmm.
So
Actually,
I'm gonna
wait.
just...
1 second. You're surprised. They have a surprise run on you.
That is true. That is true.
Yes.
I'm surprised.
So I'm just going to handle that real quickly. I need to get a page up as well. What page are they? They are.
So I guess actually, are we just straight up in initiative? I guess.
We're pretty much in initiative because they managed to sneak up on you. Now
Okay,
you
case,
still
I
might
was
be able
trying
to distract them, but they will get a turn before that. You know?
Yeah, I was gonna try to do a like a calm situation thing, but
yes,
yeah, it's probably gonna be.
You can still attempt it on your turn, but your turn needs to come first because you don't technically know they're there yet until they are already doing things. Your reaction speed here is a question. So.
For sure.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Yeah. The dog, one of them is cutting off your escape route and the path you're traveling in. And the other one is, you know, dragging your attention a little bit. It appears in front of you. And you start thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get my thing and throw it and distract it. And as you're like thinking of start doing this thing, as one of them is in front of you, you get attacked from the back by the other one who comes up behind you and starts biting into you. So, what is your AC with no shield and no dex?
No dex. I don't have any from dex, so it's 14.
14? Okay, cool. And it gets a +2 for back attack, and it has a +1 to the attack in general. So that is a 5 to hit. Oh, poor malnourished dog. Unfortunate. That was the best attack I could have ever given you. As
it's like as it like goes for me, it's like as I'm like putting down my backpack, it kind of like bumps into the backpack.
Yeah, it like runs into your backpack, and you sort of notice another one behind you, like, oh shit, as you get up, as it sort of ran into it. And you see the other one get ready, but that one specifically chose not to attack you to make the back attack more believable. So this is where we are going to roll into initiative. And you can roll into initiative with a +3 if you want to throw meat.
Yeah, I want to take out the scorpion meat and some, I guess a bit of badger meat too. I guess one ration worth of badger meat too.
Yeah, roll into initiative with +3.
Yeah.
I will say that though, digging through your bag is probably a full round action. That is the kind of action that, you know, releases at the end of the turn, you know?
Yeah, sure.
I think that makes sense.
But as I'm doing this, I'm going to like, even if I'm taking off my backpack, I'm going to still like stand tall and like kind of like look like as big and intimidating as I can, because
that's fine. Yeah,
against dogs, this is that is the tactic against dogs.
Yep, that's fine.
11, pretty bad roll.
Yes. I'm trying to find their initiative for attacking.
So I guess I'm holding my spear with my shield arm while I'm doing it from my backpack.
Oh my god, you go first.
Okay, so I guess. But if we said it's a full turn action.
It's a full turn action, but let's just say that you manage to start digging before they do anything, you know?
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
And you make sure to, like, you know, carry your backpack up, as you said, and you are digging through it. And I will give them a morale check, seeing that you did not take damage on the first attack. Morale modifiers.
I guess I'll also try to turn so that so that neither one is behind, so that they're both like to the side of me.
Yeah, that's
So
difficult because they are
they
clearly circling you on purpose to make that not happen.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So probably not gonna happen, but I'll at least try. Like in.
Yep. Well,
I try to get vision on them.
Yeah, they do not attack. They're clearly too scared of you right now to make an attack this round, as you are behaving yourself properly in this situation. So they both just wait out their turn. They're clearly like readying an action, but you're not walking into their trigger. That's sort of the vibe right now.
Yeah.
And then you get your stuff out of the bag, and what do you do with it?
I mean, I have two rations worth of meat in my hand, and I basically just throw it to the side of the road. Or like I guess I like hold it up a bit like this and like try to get their attention with it, and then I like throw it to the side.
It works perfectly. You have completely defanged this combat encounter with just losing 2 sets of rations.
Yeah.
Well done.
And then once they've started digging into the meat, I just keep on going.
Yep. Well handled. Well done.
Yeah. So I keep going to the cave to just check it out one more time.
Excellent. You get to the grass-rooty earth cave. And how do you check it out?
I'll walk into it, and I'll cast Produce Flame.
Okay, tell me about
to
Produce
give
Flame.
myself a bit of a torch. Flame. The description reads as: a bright flame, equal in brightness to a torch, springs forth from the caster's palm as he casts the Produce Flame spell. Duration is 3 minutes.
Yes. You remember
the flame does not harm the caster.
A second edition torch is 1010, not 2020 like in 5th edition.
Yeah. The flame does not harm the caster, but it is hot and it causes the combustion of flammable materials. Yeah. Caster is capable of hurling the magical flame as a missile with a range of 40 yards.
Right, that's similar to 5e.
The flame flashes on impact, igniting combustion within 3-foot diameter of its center, and then goes out. Creature stuck. Yeah.
It's basically a throwable torch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But if I throw it, if there's any duration left, a new flame appears. But I can only I can throw at most once per round.
Okay, so it's basically a returning weapon throwable torch, kind of.
Kind of, I guess.
In effect, you know, not in flavor, but in effect. That's a cool spell. I like that. That's cooler than it is in 5e, where they made it a cantrip. Guess it makes sense.
Yeah, and
for a full spell.
I can hurl it a total of times equal to my level, so I can throw it 3 times.
Okay, that's cool. Great.
Total.
And what is the duration?
3 rounds.
Okay, so 3 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's just level rounds.
I can throw. Yeah, exactly. It's level rounds.
Yeah. Cool. Well done. You start heading into this cave for about, a minute and a half, I guess, to be able to get out again.
Actually, I actually when I take a few steps into it for until I take a few steps in, and then I kind of hurl a flame as far as I can to see forward.
Yeah. As you hurl it forward, you notice that the floor moves further into the cave.
Oh.
Something that looks like just a part of the floor, like a whole heap of creatures, just scutters deeper in, away from your fire.
Okay, interesting. That gives me a bit of pause. So as I threw it, since it's 40, was it 40 feet range or was it 40 yards? 40 yards.
Yeah, so it's a long flow. That's 120 feet.
Yeah. Does it come to a stop at a cave wall, or does the cave keep going?
Give me a perception check to know as much as possible from this it's a momentary moment of information. We're sort of catching how much can you catch in that moment.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah, that's a pass. It does not come to a stop at a wall. Rather, it seems to like... The cave definitely starts going down after a while, like lower itself, but it more so hits the roof after maybe 80, 90 feet or so, as the cave has at that point arced enough that the roof has hit your trajectory, you know? And during this place, you do get a closer look at what's running away from you, and it seems to be some kind of just enormously populated ant colony in here. That is...
Ooh. So very, very large ants.
Well, it's more so a very, very populous ant colony. They're large, but they're not like... It's not dog-sized ants. It's more like rat-sized ants in here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, I am very happy I threw that. And in that case, I am gonna nope the fuck out. Because I am not fucking with ants.
Okay.
No way I'm fucking with ants.
You know, it's fun. They only give you, like, strength estimations for individual ants. I imagine that the ant colony that I has constructed here is probably Tarask level powerful as a whole, you know? In terms of total hit dice, it by far outscales a Tarask if they're a hit die each, you know? Or even if they're a half a hit die each, like these ones were. It's crazy. Yeah. Ant colonies are fucked up.
Nah. I'm not fucking with ants. No way.
I love doing this campaign with, like, a zoology nerd who knows, like... proper ways to estimate animals. It's great. It's really fun.
Dude, like ants have been waging war for millions of years.
Yes.
They take prisoners. They do slavery.
Yes.
They are fucked up, man.
Ants are fucked up. All I'm saying is that I appreciate that the zoology nerd in David takes over and removes the steering wheel from, like, the D&D player in David, who is like, ants? I'm a druid. I have the power of God. I can walk through ants. But no, the zoologist is like, no, you can't. Fuck off. That's great.
Yeah, no, we're speed walking out of this cave and going back to the forest.
Great. I was having so much fun when you were almost walking into this cave earlier. I was like, come on, new character. Alright, great job being cautious. Great job respecting the depth of Irondice mode. I like it. We have very similar estimations of the power of this encounter.
Yeah, dude. Like this, if anything, can destroy Valis. This is a place of note. Yes.
Well, you walk down this enormous ant hill towards the forest or towards the grasslands?
Towards the forest.
We're heading back to the forest.
Yeah. Because after I scouted out this hill, doesn't seem to actually be that many bandits here. If I want to find more bandits, I'm probably gonna have to go back to the South Hills. Yeah. So I'm thinking now we're probably gonna try to finish up the terrorism on the farms.
Okay. Yeah.
We did some decent progress with that. Might actually go, as I said, might actually pivot, because if we're gonna do the what's it called, the famine route might be a bit too slow. It might actually be faster to just go straight up murder hobo and be more effective.
Yeah.
So that might be the plan.
Okay, well done.
But yeah, I assume, do I get back to the forest safely?
Yes, you do get back to the forest safely. No problem there.
Yeah. And I guess I'll just spend the rest of the day getting further west, back towards the farming area as much as I can.
You can move your token 6 miles.
Yeah, so I guess I'm still probably like just barely in the forest.
Yep, pretty much you're on the edge.
Not very far. Yeah. So
pretty close to where you met. This dot was... Because this dot was Spider Place. This dot was Flower.
Yeah, this is Goblin. It's
Oh, that's
Goblin.
Yeah, you're pretty close to where the goblins live. That's true.
Yeah.
Goblin dot.
Uh,
Cool.
so yeah, I'm gonna try to make camp away from them because I don't want to get stolen from in the night
Yep.
or anything else. But yeah.
Great.
Uh,
Let's just. I haven't been writing calendar for a bit, so we were there.
removing a ration.
This is like the third day since you found the stone statue, right? I haven't been doing the calendar work. I'm stupid. It was like the
Yeah,
first day you
found
found the soldiers.
Was that the first day?
Yeah, that was the first thing you found moving up the hills.
No. The
Oh?
statue was first. Because after lunch on Badger Day,
Yeah.
I went to scout out the cave. And that's when I found the statue place.
Yeah. I mean after that. So the day after that, you met the soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay, that's correct.
I'm pretty sure that was the same. That was the same day I met the old man.
Yes, Tibor is also that day.
And then
Okay, so it's actually only the second day.
Yeah, I slept. Well, it's the third day. If stone statue was one day.
Yep.
Old man and soldier was second day.
Yep.
Then I slept in the hills, and then third day was ant colony and going back to the forest.
And dog. Yeah. So if we have stone statue and morning goblin and badger kill all on the Tuesday, and then we have soldiers and Tibor on the Wednesday. We have ants and dogs on the first day, and then we are now waking up on the Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, great. No, then we are in agreement. That's exactly what I had as well.
By the way, I dry casted a cure light wounds.
Okay.
And
Sure.
take on the morning. I take up another invisibility to animals instead.
Can you post your current spell list in the game chat, the dice rolling chat?
Yeah, I'm just gonna decide what I do with my second level spell.
I think that's a good place for you to put your spell list every morning, so that I know what you have.
Yeah, sure.
If you have it in easy copy pastable.
Actually,
format.
you know what? Yeah, let's do produce flame as my tier 2 again.
Okay, cool.
Do that.
Great.
So it's tangle. Flame.
Hey, great. Fantastic, even.
Yeah.
That's a great little spell list. Well then, you wake up in the morning, feeling like this, whatever.
Yeah.
Easy to get in my head. And it's time to do some light terrorism again. Or maybe some mediocre terrorism this time, actually.
Yeah, maybe. So, let's see, how far? Yeah, I can get to over here.
Remember, through the forest, you can travel 24 miles a day.
Oh, it's 24 miles. Okay, then I can get like
Yes,
wherever.
it's only in the hills does your movement get very cut down.
Okay, yeah, that
And
makes sense.
it's because of your druid level 3 power that forest travel is good for you.
Yeah.
Forest counts as road for you, which is very powerful.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna first try to just like scout out the sheep place of it, because it's been a few days since I killed the people. I don't even know if there are people left there anymore or what's happened. So I guess like
It's been 5 days since you murder hoboed.
Yeah, so I guess during the broad daylight, I'm probably just gonna like kind of try to like be a bit stealthy from the forest edge and like see if I can see any activity around the farm or
there
any
is
pastures or
there is a ton of activity on the farm. There are like 20 people just walking around, picking up stuff. Some people are herding sheep. There's a lot of people here. Not all of them even look like farmers. Some look like soldiers.
Okay, yeah. So it's probably more people than there would be here usually.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I'm I'm gonna leave this place alone for now, and I'm gonna walk along like the forest edge and check out any other farms that are close enough to the forest that I might be able to scout them out at the.
Yeah. 1 second.
I guess there's like the place where I stabbed the cow. It's probably one of those places that I can scout out.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on I walk around the edge of the forest area.
Yeah, yeah. I make sure to avoid the flower.
Yes, the flower is quite a bit off from where I'm gonna start thinking about positions. Give me a D10.
Up.
Good. Yeah, I think this is easy enough for you to dodge, but you do see a bear.
There. Okay.
Good to know that they live here, I guess.
Yeah. I do the thing you're supposed to do with bears. I just like, kind of, don't make sure to not spook it. Probably like, make sure it knows I'm here, I guess, but in like a non-threatening way.
Yep.
You just got kind of, you leave me alone, I leave you alone.
You yodel.
I don't yodel. But...
Yeah. That's great. You spotted the bear from far enough away with that past surprise check. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
The surprise checks with bears are pretty scary, because a failed surprise check basically means that, like, you just kind of walk into it and it's too late, you know?
Yeah.
That's the bad situation with a bear. Well, good job. You've avoided the bear. Give me a perception check, though, as you do. That's a pass.
Again?
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
This is my third 7 in a row.
Yeah, great 7 roller. If this was a slot machine game, you'd be rich right now with 777.
Yeah. Lucky number 7.
I don't know if Riodon knows anything about this. How about an intelligence check as well? Because you do spot something weird, but I want to see how to frame it.
That's a fail.
Okay. Now, David is going to know what this is instantly when I explain it. But Riodon does not know about this kind of creature, nor is very familiar about has any information about why this would exist. But as you look at this bear, there is a distinctive beak in place of its mouth.
Owlbear. Got it.
Yeah. Which might weird Riodon out, and do the echoes of Tibor ring in your head a little bit of like, this is a cursed weird forest up here. This is still pretty far south, close by these farms. It was definitely further into the woods, which is where you spotted it, but you spotted like the edge of your visibility in the woods, but still, it's pretty close.
I mean, I've had enough experience in this woods so far to understand that he wasn't like talking nonsense. He had a point. He had some kind of point.
Yeah, you met a magic user in this wood.
Yeah, the demon
with a cute imp with a cute name.
Yeah, there was the Gorgon thing, although that one technically doesn't live in the woods, but I did encounter it in the woods. And there's the flower, which is kind of cursed too. So yeah.
Yeah. All of this stuff so close to the capital, you know. It's a river and a hill is a magical thing to make things very, very separate all of a sudden, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
This eastern side of the lake is definitely very different than the western side, if you put it that way. Where this is where like the royals go fox hunting, you know? And then this is owl bear, spider monster, murderous flower.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the spider monster too. Right. That guy
was like right here.
Yeah.
Well done. Great. Owlbear avoided. You now make it to some of these other farms. Are you getting to the farm where you started the cow? Is that the one?
I mean, I'm not sure how many farms are actually like right by the forest, but I assume that one is at least. So
Yep,
it's
that one is right by the forest because that's where you just ran into the forest, into the plant when you were escaping after cow stabbing.
yeah, yeah. So I assume if that's the closest one, then that I can like check out from the forest. That's probably the one I'll be checking out first.
Yeah. Um. Can you? So where you roll dice, there are some 4 icons above it. Can you press the eyeball with a dash through it?
A blind GM roll.
Yes, and then give me a d20. I want you to roll it, so that is your roll, but I don't want you to see the results. So
Okay.
you cannot see the results of that, right?
Nope. It's question mark.
Excellent.
Question mark.
Great. So that was your
But the
perception
VOD,
check.
but the VOD can see it,
The
right?
VOD can see it. No, wait. No, they can't, because the observer is not me. Remember, we have an observer in the game who is a different account. And that is the one that the stream looks at. So the stream cannot see the result of that, actually. It is hidden from the
Okay.
VOD. Yep. I just looked at my other monitor, which is the VOD view. And it is question mark, question mark, question mark there. Great. But
Okay.
I can see it on this monitor. And just so you know, that is your perception check as you walk in here.
What do you mean walk in here?
Like, weren't you like walking into the farm, or?
No, I'm scouting from the edge of the forest.
Okay, great. You're scouting it from the edge of the forest, and you don't see any people around here.
Okay.
Now, are there no people, or did you fail a perception check? Who knows? But you don't see any.
I mean, I'm not gonna walk in during broad daylight. I'm gonna stick to night terrorism. But I think in that case, I'm gonna keep like scouting around like along the edges here, and then like stake out the place a bit. Actually, I'll probably just scout. Are there any other farms that I can scout from the edge of the forest, or?
Yeah, the other farms are mostly. Well, not. This farm is like here-ish. The whole farm was like here-ish. Most of the other farms are like between the two rivers. Yeah, there's one that is literally like a lakeside farm that you can scout out from the edge of the forest.
Okay, I think I should be able to get to that right. Yeah.
Yeah, no
In that
problem.
case, I'm gonna scout that one too after
Okay,
after
cool.
this phase. Because that one I haven't done any terrorism at.
Yeah.
So
This one seems to be not a very animal-focused farm. It seems that there's something like by the lake where maybe they're doing something where like the river meets the lake sort of thing, but that's definitely further away from your angle from up here in the forest. Like that is like at the edge of your vision. You can see that like down there's something going on. Like some kind of structure is built up there, but closer by it seems to be a lot of farmland here of like probably potato setting and stuff of that sort.
by the way, on all of these farms, what are the buildings like made out of in terms of materials?
A combination of like thatched grass roofs and clay walls mostly. These are pretty poor farms, so it's longhouse structure.
Yeah. Got it.
You do know, however, that that's not like everywhere. Like bigger farms or more well-built farms or farms just in more established territory that have been around for generations are, wooden structures are not uncommon. But in this place, it is longhouse building.
Yeah. Okay. And this farm that I'm at right now, how many like buildings are there?
This one is definitely the smallest one you've seen so far. It is just one big longhouse building, one little side building that seems to mostly be like some kind of potato cellar, most likely. And then you see that one structure pretty far off, almost by where the river mouth is, where it enters into the lake. But hard to see what kind of structure that is from all the way out here.
So wait, it's by the water. That
Yes.
structure.
Yeah, very far away. Just at the edge of your vision, you can sort of see where the river is from the edge of the forest here. But it's like it's very far away. It's like a kilometer away.
Out of character, I assume it might be like some kind of boathouse or something, maybe.
Potentially. Who knows?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So. I'm gonna after just checking out this place. What was kind of like activity here? Did you say?
This activity,
Would be-
this farm is completely abandoned. Also, it looks like just like the previous one. You don't see anyone.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. In that case, I'm gonna go back to the previous one and like stake it out basically.
Okay.
Until it starts getting dark.
Great. You stake out this farm until it starts getting dark. And as darkness comes, you see a family of a few people heading back to this farm, and clearly having been elsewhere all day.
I see, I see.
Someone does come out of the house to greet them, so like someone was on the farm, but it seems like most of their people were gone this day. And this is the cow farm that you're back at. Well, the stabbed cow farm.
Yeah. How many buildings are at this farm?
This one has 5 buildings. And it's very focused on animal husbandry for a lot of it.
Got it, got it. How far is the main house from the forest?
Not that far actually. It's pretty close. The back, you can see that like the back of the house is definitely like maybe only like 50 feet from where the trees start. The other houses then stretch away from that house. So when you ran away from the stabbing a cow, you sort of like ran in behind their main house to get to the forest.
Okay.
But you can also tell that the ground between the forest and the main house is like much more unkept than the other things. So they probably don't go there much. They don't hang out much on like the forest side of their house.
Yeah, got it. And again, what's like the materials? Is it the same as the other?
Yes, this is also a thatched roof longhouse kind of structure.
Yeah, got it. Okay. Well then,
I think the cow barn is probably the most well-constructed building they have. I imagine the cow barn is more of a proper wooden structure, you know?
Is it also like thatched roof, or is it just like...
It's still thatched roof, but it has like wooden walls rather than like dirt walls, you know?
Yeah. Got it. Well then, I think it is gonna be time for potentially arson once things get dark.
Okay. Well, things can get dark as soon as you want them to.
After they enter the house, do they ever leave the house again?
They hang out outside for a few hours, just like walking around. People don't really hang out inside, you know, in this day and age. So as soon as they return back to the farm, sure. They are outside, they're doing some work, they're bringing in some stuff, they're carrying things in and out of a little storage area, and then they... eventually they retreat to their main house to go to bed.
Yeah. How bright is this night? Like how dark is it? What's the moon like?
Today is very close to a full moon, so it's pretty light. We are okay. It's not tonight, it's not the next night, but the night after that is the full moon. So
okay.
It's definitely waxing quite a bit.
Yeah. You said they were like the forest edge was only like 50 feet-ish from the main house, right?
Yeah.
In that case, and my produce flame yeet has 40-yard range.
Yeah. You can easily catch fire to it.
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna once things get dark. I am going. Let's see. Just gonna. Invisibility to animals is 1 turn plus 1 round per level. 1 turn is 10 minutes.
A turn is 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So that has a much longer duration. So I'm essentially just gonna cast invisibility to animals on myself for the same reasons as before, just in case there's some kind of
guard
dog or whatever. I haven't seen a dog, right? No, but just in case.
You probably saw a dog like at the sheep place, but you know you had invisibility to animal then as well, but so it was fine.
Yeah. So I'm casting that, and then I'm gonna get up to or get within range to the cow barn.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Produce Flame and yeet it at the thatch roof.
Okay. You set fire to the cow barn roof. It is burning. It's gonna take a while to really catch, but it will.
Yeah, and right after I do that, I'm gonna like start moving back to the forest, and from like the edge of the forest, do the same to the main house.
Yep. You can do this. This is uncontested. This is free.
And
it's so easy.
After I do both of these things, I just turn off the light essentially.
Yep.
And then I assume my invisibility animals probably dropped after the first throw, anyways.
Yep.
So yeah, after that, I just kind of sit in a hidden position in the forest and see what happens.
You see people start running out of buildings eventually as the fire really catches. It takes maybe like a turn to really catch, maybe even 15 minutes. But eventually, once everything is really caught on, it escalates exponentially. And as it does, and the smoke really starts rising, you see people start running out of the buildings. There's no real attempt made to put out the fire. It's by the time they notice it, it is already too far gone, especially the barn, which was set alight first. They start just evacuating stuff, just throwing things onto the ground in the middle of their little area. They start dragging cows out of the barn, cows who are screaming in protest and fright. They start looking around if anything else is set on fire. They find it isn't, that the other buildings are mostly fine. There's someone who falls to their knees crying. This is a terrible night for them, and they are not having fun one bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it's a job well done, I guess. From evil character. And I assume no deaths, right? Not like the people
no deaths.
No.
As far as you can tell.
Might be in my favor, because again, homeless people can cause trouble. Especially this close to winter.
Yep. Especially people without a roof, you know? It sucks.
Yeah. Did the barn completely burn down since the rest was made of wood?
Do you check back in the morning?
Probably a little bit.
Yeah. Let's do some encounter checking you're sleeping first. As you sleep in the dangerous woods.
I go back. I head back a bit deeper into the forest, find a sleeping place, yada yada.
Yeah. Ooh. It's always fun to do encounter checks, because even if I do roll an encounter, there's so many encounters that just mean, like, nothing really happens. Like, with that bear was fine, as long as you don't get surprised by it, you know?
I feel like I have, for like how many dangerous things are in these woods, I feel like I've gotten pretty lucky during the nights.
Yeah, your night encounters are always great, but I keep rolling encounters, but then I roll when during the, like, full day cycle they happen, and they usually don't happen at night. Oh my god. Sometimes encounter checks, man. It's like, I rolled a creature. Which creature shall I toss at my player? You make camp, right? Oh, this is a great way to do this encounter. You make camp.
I mean, my usual style
yes,
camp.
you make your half camp, you roll out a little thing to sleep on, and you just, like, you find as good of a sleeping spot as you can.
Preferably in bushes or something.
Yes.
Yada.
And
yeah, okay.
As you're laying down,
seems like
midnight.
Seems like you've actually gotten something.
Ah, yes, totally. As you're laying down, you notice this slight bump underneath your belly, as you're laying on your belly to sleep for a little bit.
Okay.
And you raise her up a little bit, and this mole has dug out of the ground and attacked your belly viciously. As for some reason I have a mole in my encounter table.
Attacked through my bedroll.
If only it was a rat, I could have it like eat through you. But a mole, there's no way. Yes. It doesn't even like destroy your stuff. It just like awkwardly bumps into you. You can probably pick it up by its neck and like put it down over there, and it's gone from your life forever. What a thrilling nighttime encounter.
Yeah, I eat the mole.
You yeet the mole. Whiff! Oh my god. The mole goes flying. Takes 1d6 damage. No, 1d4 damage. No, it is 1d6. That's definitely a 10-foot fall level. It takes 1 damage. How much HP does the mole have? Mole has... The mole is in the Monster's Manual. The mole is on page 244. I take my encounters very seriously. Yes, the small mammal page. The mole has no hit die. It just has a flat 1 HP. You kill it. It is dead. You know what? That is going to be worth 7 experience at the end of the session. So, just so you're happy with yourself.
Okay. I didn't actually mean for that. I just
You yeeted it. You know, words have consequences, David. You killed the mole. It hit a tree, goddammit.
I just made an entire family homeless. I don't care.
Well, as a druid, this is clearly much worse.
I'm evil and fucked up like that.
I love that I narrated this thing of like, you can probably pick it up gently and put it down over there. And you're like, no, I eat it. Like...
It's a glimpse into my dark, fucked up mind.
Oh god. Oh, what have small mammals ever done to you, man? This area of my encounter table is fucked up, by the way. It goes chipmunk, fox, gopher, mole, muskrat, opossum, rabbit, raccoon, squirrel, woodchuck. All of those are individual spots of this enormous encounter table. It's just a small mammal section where things are annoying. And those all also exist on your hunting checks, so you could find a squirrel, you know?
Yeah.
Well done. We can change the vibe. Riodon wakes up at a slightly less rested state because of his nighttime adventures. But is still fine enough to check his spell list if you want to change anything. But I don't think you can, right? You didn't waste anything.
Yeah, I think I take the...
Oh yeah, you take a new produce flame and a new invisibility to animals?
Yeah, although... Pass Without Trace, I'm thinking... Is that something I want to pick up? Sprig of Pine, we're ever gonna put that on me, right?
Potentially.
No, I guess I don't. I'm able to burn. Oh, burn on the ashes. Just powdered and scattered when the spell cast. Duration is 1 turn per level.
It's 10 minutes per level. That's half an hour for you right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm actually gonna take... I'll just do 1 invisibility to animals and 1 pass without trace.
Okay, so no produce flame?
I'm gonna take them. No, I do produce flame as well. That's my 2nd level.
Alright, put the spell list in chat again for me, just so that I see the whole thing. I mean, You only cast 1 invisibility to animals and 1 produce flame. So you you already have an invisibility to animals. You take a pass without trace and a produce flame. Those are the 2 new ones you're putting in, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. Perfect. Well done. You sneak back to where the cow stab farm is. That's just the name of it. Cow stabbing's farm.
Before I do that, I'm
Yep.
gonna try to gather, because I should be able to get a sprig of pine or evergreen, so like gran or tal or whatever.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now this is a deciduous forest, but we're far enough north that there are some here or there. You know?
Yeah. The question though is, I do have a pouch which I have foxfire and hollow leaves in right now.
Yeah.
Could that pouch be used to like hold ashes?
Probably. I don't see why not. If it's a spell component pouch in general, you know, like these things mixed together, you can tell what's what. You know, these are your spell components. You understand them well. You can keep it in a pouch.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'll gather a little bit of sprig, pine, whatever, and I'll make a tiny campfire. I'll make a little bit of a campfire.
Yep.
And burn it, gather up the ashes, put them in my pouch for like, let's say for 5 casts.
Okay. Cool. Great. Well done. You spend a little bit of time doing that. I'll delay. I'll think about how that delay affects things going forward. Yeah, that probably changes things like that. Cool. And now you go back to spy on the cow stab farm, which is also now the fire damage farm.
Again, I'm a bit extra cautious because judging by the huge crowd yesterday, there's a pretty big chance there's some kind of investigation going on right now.
Yeah.
So I'll try to be really careful to not be spotted.
Yeah.
I don't really like if that means I can't really inspect my work, then like so be it.
Yep. Give me a D10. Just don't roll a 1. Okay, great. As you get closer to this farm, you spot that there are some armed people walking around this forest. Just the edge of it, checking things out. You spot them first, though.
Okay. When I spot them, how close are we to the flower?
Probably quite close. I'd say that both you and they are like 200 feet from the flower, but in different directions.
What do you mean different directions?
Like, if the flower's here and you're 200 feet this way, they're like 200 feet that way, you know?
Okay, yeah.
From the flower.
In that case, so if the flower is essentially between us, I think I'm gonna try to like get closer to the flower. Like you know, so I see where it is, right? So I see where it is, like it's in my view, but
Yep.
I'm not within its range, you know.
Yep.
And I am gonna I'm gonna try to stay put myself in a hidden position, so they can't see me. But then I'm gonna try to make a sound to get their attention in this direction.
What sound are you making? Big clever idea potential here.
Because I want to do something that's like, what do I do? Probably nothing complicated. I want them to be suspicious, right? Not just an animal sound. So like, probably just some kind of scream as if someone is in pain. Honestly.
Okay. Did you say any words
I think
with
I'm gonna do that. No words. Just a scream, like that sounds like it's in pain.
Give me a charisma check. That's a pass.
5.
Good enough. I will contest it for them. Do-ba-do-ba-do. Thinking.
And again, I've tried to position myself so I'm basically like there's a straight line,
Yeah.
like the flower is right between us, like straight
Yeah.
line between us.
I'm just interpreting rolls because you passed, but they also passed, and they passed with a higher check than you. So I'm trying to think of what that combination of things would entail. I think what happens is this: they clearly look to each other and discuss it, right? And then one of them seems to try to get better eyes on the situation and tries to spot you. And I will give him a perception check, I guess. It's not good enough to find you. It's a pass, but it's not... he was going to make it out with some negatives, given your position and how far away you are, and that you're pretty well camouflaged. And the other one seems to run back towards the farm direction. And he's not moving closer, but they definitely discussed you, and one of them is running back.
Is it just 2 of them?
There were 2 of them that were here right now, yeah.
Oh, I thought there were more of them. Okay.
No.
Just 2. Okay.
There were 2 of them here.
Okay. So was one of them actually moving closer towards me?
No. One of them is standing still, looking directly in your direction. If you start walking away, he'll definitely see you. And
In that
the
case,
other
I'm
one
just
has run
gonna
back to
try
the farm.
In that case, I'm just gonna try to stay hidden.
Yep.
Keep
Great.
hidden.
After a while, a posse of like 8 of them show up. So now there's 10 in total. And the 10 men start walking towards you.
Are they walking into the path of the flower?
Yes, they are.
Okay. So are they...
And they're also yelling out like... They're also yelling out as walking towards you. They're like, "Are you okay? Anyone out there? Show yourself. If you're innocent, the Queen's mercy shall be on you."
So as they're walking, does anyone actually end up like under the plants?
Well,
Do they
yes.
actually end up under the plants?
Your trap is going to work.
Yeah.
So,
So as they're like when, if possible, when all of them are within range of the plant, I'm going to cast Entangle on them so that it hits all of them.
You're 200 feet away from the flower, though. So you'd have to run in.
I went to the edge of the flower first, and then I went a bit away.
Oh, you went to the edge of the flower. Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Oh, yeah, I do remember that now that you say it. Yeah. I was thinking about your initial position, not where you moved. You're right. So as soon as the flower starts attacking, you're gonna entangle?
Yeah, essentially as soon as the flower is like, as soon as it starts attacking, or like it's capable of starting to attack.
Oh,
so I'm gonna try to cast like as in the middle of them as possible to make them like, cause the area is 40 foot, so like to.
Okay, how does this attack work again? Thorn Slinger is the name of the flower. Thorn Slingers are carnivorous, spidery, white plants with dew-covered, pale yellow blossoms. They average around 8 feet in diameter and lie very... yeah, that's different. I made mine function differently.
You said it was like...
Yeah, mine is a tree climber. Yeah, it says here that they lie very close to the ground, but I made mine a like parasitic plant on a tree. I changed it a bit.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to try to surprise you, and now it's working against me. First thing is attack living creature by firing thorns. Each thorn has a range of 30 feet and causes 1 point of damage. Since a large number of thorns are shot in a spread pattern at intended targets, being hit by 1 or more thorns is automatic. Damage from the thorns is 2d4 to any creature within 30 feet once per round. They have virtually inexhaustible supplies of thorns.
So,
I think it's time to roll
do I
spell
get...
saving throws.
Yeah,
You know what
I
that
cast
means, right?
Entangle
What I just read was no roll to hit. They just do the damage.
Oh, what? Oh, damn.
This is
yeah,
this is
as
a
I said,
Shattershot shotgun approach, you know?
Yeah. And as I said, I try to do it as centered on the group as possible, so that
Yeah,
even if they
you
do
can
pass,
easily hit all of
the
them.
area is as big as possible.
They are literally
Yeah.
walking together in like semi-formation. You can easily do this to them. They are so well drilled. They're handling this situation extremely professionally. Just not for what you're doing to them, you know? It's what they're doing is very smart. They passed their wisdom save, their wisdom check so well. They beat your charisma check. They were suspicious of you. They're like, we're being tricked right now, but they don't know the kind of trick that's waiting for them. And so they're gonna walk right into it anyway, despite their good checks. Because it's just not believable for them to expect this. So 10 soldiers are walking towards you, and you cast Entangle. And that's definitely going to be a surprise round for you. As the flowers start shooting, and I will roll 10 spell saving throws. Now, they are all first level fighters. Which means their spell saving throw is not great. In fact, I would describe it as fucking garbage. I will also just do this real quick.
That sounds good.
Even
Even if they succeed, let's see, their movement is 10 feet per round within the area.
Yeah.
Even if they don't get completely locked up.
Oh, that's terrible. That doesn't even get them out of the fucking spray zone in one round. Their spell save is 19. It's so bad. Okay, I rolled 10 d20s. Let's see how many 19s or 20s I get. Not one? Not one? Not a single one?
Nope, not a single one.
I will show this to chat. Not a single fucking 19 or 20 in that array.
There was an 18, which was close.
Which is not good enough for a for the fucking fighter. Oh wait, no, they were first level fighters. I said I checked for. Wait. I might have checked the wrong column. I checked for 0th level fighters. Their spell save is 17. Sorry. So
One passes. One
pass. And he still has his movement.
So which one passes?
The
Which
one that is third closest to you.
Okay.
Goddamn. So now, with that out of the way, we are now going to roll damage for the plant. And the plant just automatically does to everyone here. 6 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
And then we're gonna roll their HP. Now all of them are getting
Roll
hit.
the
Even the
HP
guy who passed is getting hit once, you know?
Roll the guy who gets past HP first to see if he survives.
Huh? Who survives?
The one that cleared the save. Roll his HP
It's just,
first.
he's the third dice in this array. He's the third one.
Okay, I guess.
He dies.
He dies. 3
There
of
are
them
some people
survive
who are
the first
alive,
volley.
but they are entangled. Meaning that when
Yeah.
the second spray comes in on the next round, that's 2d6, that's the wrong thing. I will re-roll that. That's 4 damage, which means everyone's dead, because 10 health is the highest anyone had.
So okay, so
This is a loud death, though. This is screaming terror. Ah! 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 10 men dying.
Can I just narrate my part of the
Yes, do it.
event? As like they get in range, obviously because I need to entangle its somatic, verbal, material, all the shit.
Yeah.
I stand up and like start casting loudly.
Yes.
And as they get entangled and the volley comes in, I just like put down my backpack, takes out some badger meat, and just like start like popcorn eating it a little bit, like after dying in front of me.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Some other soldiers show up at the edge of the forest. They see their comrades all down in the ground, having reacted to their screams. They see the thorns in their backs. They see you popcorn eating far away.
As I see them,
Yeah.
I pick up my backpack again and just like, and then I just start running away.
What is the druid salute? Is it more of a wave, I guess?
It's like, I guess.
I mean, you
like,
were a soldier in the druid society, so.
Yeah, what would it be? Yeah, I don't know. What would it be?
Hand on the back, bear paw?
You decided? Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm holding my shield and spear, so I guess it's like, with that in mind, probably like, shield behind my back, and like, raise my spear like this with like a bit of a nod.
Yeah.
And then I start running away.
Yes, and you can easily outpace them in the forest. You move at 4 times their movement speed in the forest.
I'm a bit slowed down with my backpack, but
yeah, even then you move at least double their speed.
Yeah.
Because they get cut down to 6 in the forest, and you can maintain road speed minus whatever encumbrance you have. So, and because this is not a combat chase, this is an out of combat chase. We just use overland travel here. They lose you very quickly. And you find yourself back in the woods. Well done.
It's only morning still.
It is still only early morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Riodon is pretty proud of that one, because
yep.
He's been planning on using this flower like this for a while.
Yep. I really try to think if there was any reasonable way, because they had the best check they could have had. They didn't have the best perception check, though. They only passed... Like, they rolled a 2 on the perception to spot you. And because I ruled it... There's no way that the 2 spots you, because they were going to have at least a -4 on it. And if they don't spot you when they're looking for you, they're not looking up at the flower. I found no way to, like, justify them not falling for this trap. I really tried, but I want to make it believable. And the believable thing is that this works. Which is frustrating, but accurate. That's the kind of campaign this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is the beauty of second edition.
I guess in a way, the arson actually was just the bait.
Yeah. Yep.
The real terrorist attack happened in the forest.
Yep. It's true. Well, we can at least be quite certain that you're going to be infamous now. This is like the point of no return, of definite infamy is incoming.
Yeah.
How does Riodon feel about that?
I feel like he's pretty satisfied with it. I mean, he's not been like subtle exactly with his actions. So like it was gonna happen eventually, and I feel like this was he feels pretty proud of this being how it happens, you know.
Yep.
Pretty satisfied with it.
Yep. You North Vietnam fighter right here. Definitely.
Indeed.
I'm thinking of these, like, I don't know how much you watch YouTube shorts, but I get stuck on YouTube shorts sometimes. And there's this one kind of YouTube short that I keep seeing, which, like, graphically animates the brutality of, like, uncivilized military, like, war crime traps. And I feel like that is the vibe I'm getting. It's like the Vietnam soldier hid in this hole with this kind of covering, making them completely invisible. This was the trap where they stuck sharpened bamboo sticks so that when you fell on it, it triggered your feet and now you're caught. And they filled it with snakes that bit the American soldiers. And then they died slowly to poison as the Vietnam soldiers laughed. You know, like, that's the vibe I'm getting. It's guerrilla warfare, guerrilla war crime warfare galore. You know? It's perfect.
I used your random encounter against you.
Yes, you did. And you
So,
know, we did specifically say that your clever idea points for that are being saved up until you actually utilize it, and they're coming. So,
all right.
all
Well,
right.
I guess we keep going because it's just early morning still.
Let me just check the session timer real quick. We're at
Uh,
2:30. We can still play.
approaching, we're approaching 3 hours.
We're at
I
2:30
mean, it is
exactly.
okay. Yeah. We can keep playing. I'm fine with keep playing, but it's also a pretty decent place to stop it. I think.
I think it is a pretty decent place to stop. I think that we can talk about your gloating next time, and it will give me a bit more time to prep some stuff around this. Because I need to think about, like, Valus' reaction, right? That's sort of...
Yeah.
And that's something that I maybe don't want to improvise entirely. This session has been very improvised, but it's been fun. God, Tibor was so cool. Yeah, let's do some XP.
Cool.
Let's do some XP. I like Tibor. Tibor was a character who was entirely invented from his stat checks on the character stat randomizer. He was great.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. Again,
Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
hence I didn't kill him.
Yeah, you didn't kill him. Imagine if he had been a twerp. They would have been dead.
He seemed like a decent lad.
And if he was too likable, he would also been dead, because you would have roped him into a quest that he would have died, and you would have left him. As is the Riodon way.
I would have roped. Oh, you mean like what?
Like
you mean
with
like
the bandits.
The bandits?
Yes.
Oh. I mean, I guess
Those poor guys.
they deserve it.
They did. They did. They were cool too. I liked Gurkan. Okay, let's do some experience. Let's do combat XP first. So, the mole is 7. Both of the dogs are 7. No, both of the dogs are 15. So that's 30. 37. For animals fought. The ants was not a combat encounter. Tibor was not a combat encounter. The griffin was avoided.
Griffin was not a combat
the
encounter
owlbear was
either.
avoided. Which all of those things are worth experience, just not in this section of experience.
Yeah.
The 10 soldiers.
The arson I don't think would be combat because I don't think I killed anyone with it.
No one died from it. That's plot XP. That gets roped up into plot experience.
Yeah.
The 10 soldiers, I will give half XP for. Because most of that XP is coming through clever idea stuff. The actual combat XP, you get halved. So that is 350 divided in half. So that's
175.
175, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm giving them 1 hit die higher for having high AC. Which didn't matter, but they still had it. They had pretty decent AC. But fucking Thornslinger is a very strong plant.
It's very strong.
Riodon will later have seen, like, if you ever return there, you can see the vines sort of like stretched down, grabbing these people as no one else dared get close enough to rescue their bodies. And
Yeah, I assume so.
They are being eaten. Slowly but surely.
I am paying nature back for me avoiding becoming food for this plant. I paid it back tenfold.
You did. Probably some of the bodies eventually get rescued. The plant probably gets killed eventually, but we'll see. In fact, some more people might even die trying to get it cleared, you know?
Yeah.
Let's do priest XP. So we have spell usage. I count...
Yeah, that was all my combat, right?
Yes, that's all your combat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was 37 plus 175. So that's like 200 something.
Yeah, my spells were
Produce flame.
not ignoring the dry. Ignoring the dry cat, obviously.
Yeah.
I used invisibility to animals once.
Yep.
To get close.
Yep.
And then produce flames twice. One for arson,
Yeah.
one for ant scouting.
I think both of those count. I think that's fine.
Yeah,
So that's 5
and
spell levels.
obviously entangle. I use that too.
Oh yeah, entangle is another spell level. So 6 spell levels.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 spell levels is 300 XP.
Yeah.
Getting higher level spells, meaning you cast more spell levels with every spell cast, is a great way that XP like ramps up alongside that the curve gets taller and taller, you know?
Yeah.
And then we have clever idea. I counted dog attack distraction, I think is a clever idea. I thought that was really well played. Good role play. You avoiding fighting animals we're just trying to eat, you know?
Yeah.
I would count your extreme carefulness with my trap cave to be a clever idea. I think that's good.
Yeah.
I don't think the owlbear itself, I think that was tame enough that we're not gonna rope it in. And then we have... I think we're going to do, like, max clever idea XP on the flower plant at this point. Because it's... You didn't have the idea this session, but you executed on it now, and I'm just gonna give you total clever idea points there. So, that's 3 clever ideas, one of them maxed out, that's 400 XP.
Alright. Sweet.
And then we have plot progression. You have found Cave of Creature in the Night, learning a little bit more about that creature. Learning that it has, you know, petrified someone in there. You met Tibor, and
he taught me a bit more about. He taught me a bit more about the fort, like the Nightwood, how it was cleared out near Cagium, and how the farmlands was and all that stuff. So
that's definitely
he
like discovering
taught me quite
new
a lot
place.
about like the geography.
Yeah. I think, and then you further your terrorism, which is the big plot XP. I think take another 400 experience in plot XP for today's session. I think that was good.
All right.
Cool. That should get you like a third along the way to your next level or something like that.
That is 1,312 in total on this session.
Cool. That's a good number.
Which gets me up to a total of 5,744.
On the road to 8,000?
That's where I'm at. 7,500.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, druids start getting easier at this point. Druids level up fast. They sure do. They're slow to get to 5, but then once they're at 5, it just starts chugging. Yeah. Compared to other classes, of course, it's still slower than previously. Well done. That was today's sessions. Any thoughts about it?
I think it was fun. I got to do stuff. It was some exploration and some ideas and some terrorism and trying out second tier spells.
Yeah.
Nice that I have an arson spell.
Arson spell is fun. Yeah, it's great. It's the terrorism spell. How are your priorities with Riodon right now? Because you've done a lot of terrorism here. You gained your notoriety. Is it continue to make it a tough winter for Valis, or are we starting to get to like, okay, I need to get these special components quest things done?
I'm not like in a huge hurry with that quest because the entity isn't like bothering me right now.
Nope.
So it's not like a huge hurry.
It's not. It is blocking your access back to your homewood so long as if you don't want it to bother you. That's the main thing.
Yeah. But right now I'm not actually planning on heading back there anytime soon.
Yep.
So yeah. So I think the priorities right now are kind of just, you know, being a terrorist.
Great.
That is kind of the main priority.
Okay. Cool. And do you have any target in mind for next session? Anything that I should have a little bit extra ideas about? Because these 5 farms, 2 of them are still unaccosted, but like they're all fucking terrified at this point. Like you've killed 3 of them. You've killed a bunch of soldiers who came to help them. You've burnt down houses. You've stabbed a cow. Clearly the worst of all the crimes.
Yeah. I think I might actually set my sights back on the mountain bandits,
Okay.
because now I actually like know a little bit about the area and stuff, and I do have some feats to like. I'm both like I'm a level 3, so I have a little bit more just raw power backing me up, and I also have some feats
Yeah.
backing me up, in case I want to like try to rope people
Yeah.
into some stronger terrorism against Valas,
Right.
potentially.
And your argument to the mountain bandits would be like, you guys hate Valas, I hate Valas, let's fuck up Valas.
More or less. I mean, it's like I still don't have like the best perception of like how they view Valas. So I think at first, I mostly just want to like, I guess the encounters is the goal of each encounter is to like see how they feel about Valas at first, because some of them might want Valas to stick around so that there's more people to like more activity and more people to raid.
Yep.
But if there are people who are like really bitter about like the failure of the last attack and want to like actually take it over properly, those are the people I want to like target probably.
Right. Great.
So I think that might be what I'm
So
going for.
We're pretty clearly not looking for Marfa then, who like called off the whole thing. We're more so looking for people like Woodplank, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I could be
Woodplank's
looking
dead,
for
of
Marfa
course.
as well, but like Riodon, what is he?
Riodon doesn't know this stuff. We're talking player to player here, yes.
Yeah. Like obviously Riodon doesn't know who Marfa is, but
Yeah.
I mean, he could try to talk to her, but
Yeah.
he probably won't have much success with her.
Yeah. Cool. So long as we're on the
If they
same
encounter
page
each
about
other.
like what kind of motivations might go into these kind of things, I think you have a pretty realistic look on it. Well done.
Yeah.
As we say here, never fake gameplay, never re-roll. Irondice mode.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't do it. You actually got it in the episode this time. I've cut you off from saying that so many times, and now it's actually on recording. Good job.
Yes. Let's go.
Let's go.